Today, we are at the private Michael Schumacher collection here in Cologne at Motorworld. Check Motorworld out, it's incredible. And we've got a few cars we're going to quickly try to go through. And if I get any mistakes or I take too long, I do apologize, but I'm excited and I am tired. But yeah, let's begin with this. This is the Tony Kart Extreme Formula Super A go-kart. Now, Michael Schumacher was a huge believer that using a go-kart and honing your skills and excellence of racing was primarily using a go-kart like this, which is extremely fast and, well, hones your skills to a sharp degree. This is the Formula Ford, which Michael Schumacher raced in the year 1988. Now, in 1988, he came second in the single-seater championship. Now let's move on to this next car over here. The next car over there is the Reynard 893, and he came second in that year in 89 to a man named Karl Wendlinger. This car used a 2-liter Volkswagen engine, and he came second in 89. Now let's move on to this and have a look at this absolutely glorious Benetton. This is the Benetton B191B, and it was the 92 car, and this was the car in which Michael Schumacher would win his first race and the first of 91 career wins. The Benetton B191 of 92, it was powered by a Ford. You have to show them how fat the old school wheels were. Have a proper look at that car. Now, the Benetton next to it over there, that is the Benetton B195, and that was the car of 95, not 94. In 94, Michael Schumacher, in 94, he would go on to win his first ever World Drivers' Championship. But in 95, Benetton won the World Constructors' Championship, and Michael Schumacher won his second. No, 94, Michael Schumacher won his World Drivers title. 95, he won his second World Drivers title, and Benetton also won the World Constructors Championship, and that is the Benetton B195. Now, this is out of order of sequence, but this is the incredible Mercedes which Schumacher used in 2010 for 3 years. This is the Mercedes MGP W01, and this is the car in which 2009 Michael Schumacher declared after a 3-year hiatus he will be coming back to Formula One. And it's ironic, or not ironic I suppose, it's fitting. Michael Schumacher started his professional racing career, or like the proper serious stuff, with Mercedes in Group C prototype racing. And after a 3-year break, he was going to end his motorsport career essentially with Mercedes, and this was the car. Now, this was also the car that would start Lewis Hamilton's dominance. Michael Schumacher helped set up this sort of motorsport team and give them the directions. Schumacher was a prodigy at setting up the car. So this is the Mercedes that Schumacher helped set up, and he started racing in 2010. I think he came 9th in that year. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I do think. And now we're going to turn and look at that beautiful Jordan and have a look around that Jordan. Now, this is the Jordan 191, and it was famous as it was the first and last Jordan that Michael Schumacher would drive. On his testing for Eddie Jordan, everyone should know the story of that, but we'll do a video on that the other day, but you can find it and Google it. Schumacher did a test for Eddie Jordan. He performed extremely well, and Eddie Jordan thought he was signing him, but Flavio Briatore came in and took him to Benetton, and hence Schumacher got the chance to drive a Benetton, and we got to see a star in the making. But yeah, the first and last Jordan Michael Schumacher would drive, the 191. It looks beautiful, by the way. Now, we're moving on to the Ferrari period of Michael Schumacher. Let's go over there and have a look. And some of his helmets are on the left, so if you want to show some people the helmets as we slide along to the right. Now, in 96, Michael Schumacher would join Ferrari, and this is the car in question. This is the F310, And his teammate at that period was Eddie Irvine and Michael Schumacher. They weren't that successful. The car wasn't that great to drive, but now Schumacher was a Ferrari man. I have a look at the car. It's the old school technology, still impressive. And then that was the F310 of 96. In 97, they made the F310B, which was an evolution of this vehicle. So that was the 96 car, and the evolution of this was the 97 car. Also, please note, at the back, all of Schumacher's racing suits. And as we come around, this stunning car, we're getting into the period of domination, 1999. This is the F399, driven by Michael Schumacher. And we're getting to the era where the beautifully sculpted Ferrari is coming along, and it's just a beautiful car to see. Let's have a look at this one. Now, the 99 car had a lot better aero than the previous year's cars, and it was doing a lot better, but still we were a bit away from winning a world championship for Ferrari, and Schumacher's third driver's title would not come till later. Now, let's go have a look at the car which is next to it. Now, this is the Ferrari F2001, and note the number on here, 1, indicating Mr. Schumacher may have or has won a world championship. Have a look at this car. Now, this car was dominant for Michael Schumacher. He got 9 wins defending his world championship. So in this car, with this car, this would have been the car in which he won his 4th World Drivers' Championship. We haven't got to the F2000 yet. Let's go to that car, that one there. Now, still highly modified and a spectacular car. This was the car in which Michael Schumacher would win his 5th World Championship, the dominant F2002. And this car did 17 races. This car did 17 races, and he was on the podium 17 times. He won 11 races, which is absolutely unbelievable. Now, the missing car here is the F2000. We're going to look at the F2000 at the end of the video. I'll add that because that's in a different space by itself. But that was the F2002 here, in which Michael Schumacher won his championship. Now, show them this car. Now, this is the Ferrari F2003 GA, and the GA stands for Gianni Agnelli, and this car was named GA in dedication to Gianni Agnelli. He was the head of the Fiat Corporation, so as a mark of respect, he died that year. They named the car after him. This was also a very, very dominant car for Ferrari, and it was the car in which Michael Schumacher would win his 6th World Drivers' Championship, his 6th, which is absolutely incredible. Now we'll move on to the last car in this display as we go through. This is the F2004, and this car was a dominant car. It had 15 wins out of 18 races. An incredible car in which Schumacher would win his 7th World Championship, and this is a absolutely mind-blowing vehicle to see in the flesh. It's actually a winning car, and Michael Schumacher ended up getting 7 World Championships in this car, which is mind-blowing when you think about it. Now, as we look around this car, we're going to come to this Fiat 500 here. I want you to have a look. If you're wondering why is that Fiat 500 here, notice the paint color on this Formula 1 car, and then have a look at this Fiat 500 or this Fiat Cinquecento. Now, this car was a gift from the Ferrari team to Michael Schumacher in the year 2000, after he won the 1st World Championship for Ferrari and his 3rd World Drivers' Championship with Ferrari. And that was after a 21-year drought for Ferrari. So what Ferrari did, they created this Fiat Cinquecento, restored it for him. It's in a Ferrari red, and this vehicle was gifted to him. And Michael Schumacher absolutely loved this car so much that at the party, or when he got this car delivered to him, he took this car on 2 laps of the Fiorano test track. Michael Schumacher's first car he ever drove was actually a Fiat Cinquecento. Hence, he loved the car and the gift. And if you have one last sweep of all the cars here, we can quickly, and if you walk with me, we'll go through. This is just an incredible place. If you look at all the championship cups and winning things, memorabilia he has here, this was a gift from the Ferrari team to Michael Schumacher when he left Ferrari. They gifted him a nose cone, and I think it may have even been for the fifth championship. But we're going to go and quickly look at the F2002. So these are some of his cars, and I did say at the end of the video we'll go to the F2000. So this is a very, very special car we're coming to now. Note the Benetton over there as well, by the way, and some of his dirty, greasy gloves. This is the car, F2000. Notice the number on the front of the nose cone is a 3. This was the car in which Michael Schumacher would win his 3rd Drivers' Championship and the first for Ferrari after a 21-year drought. It was a magical moment. I'm pretty sure it was Suzuka. I remember watching it as a child, and seeing the car in the flesh is absolutely just incredible. The F2000, this was the start of a period of dominance in which at that point we'd never see till Lewis Hamilton came along. But yeah, for me, Michael Schumacher, the greatest of all time, the F2000. And yeah, thank you for, well, watching and being with me on this incredible, spectacular view at this collection. My name's Ravi. Thank you to Alvi for recording. And yeah, I'm going to go in and soak in all these winning cars from the GOAT, Michael Schumacher. And have a lovely day.
Yes, sir.